Dude, I've got this wild fascination with orange juice right now. I don't know why, but I do.
It's better with vodka.
I'm with you,
Just
actually. Vodka's the thing about it is vodka just isn't good. It has to be mixed.
Yeah.
I don't like most vodkas. They're just not good. I do like the 99 proof. I don't even know what the brand
You
name
ever had
is.
Svedka?
No.
They've got it's flavored. They've got cucumber, lime, and raspberry, and mango, strawberry lemonade. It's a mixer.
It's a mixer?
Yeah, it's good. You can drink it straight.
But it doesn't have alcohol in it?
No, it does.
Oh.
When I say it's a mixer, I mean it's like you mix it with something.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What the one that we've talked about?
Banana proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I do like that. I don't know. I feel like tequila is the best liquor. You don't like tequila? I think you do some wild stuff.
Any liquor makes me do some wild stuff.
I get you, bro. Dude, if I drink tequila, I don't know what happens to me, but I lose most of my morals.
Oh man, I'm gone. Everybody not that this is something I do on a regular basis. This is why I don't drink a lot anymore. Because
oh my God.
I don't know, like I'm not a casual, like I could be, but man, like I don't know, when I start going, it tastes good, man. Some of these drinks they come up with, like they taste like Kool-Aid.
They do.
Like
and it's
Front Street
dangerous.
Pizza. They've got a
drink?
pineapple upside down cake drink.
Oh man.
Bro, if I drink a few of those, man, you'd have to cart me out of there. Because you just don't know.
You never know, bro.
And then like, I got whatever okay. I've been drunk before. Not lately, just saying.
Yeah. Oh, I've definitely.
But I guess like when I get to that point, again, not that I do it anymore, but I guess I apologize a lot.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell people I'm sorry.
You're sorry that you're
I
drunk?
don't even know why. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man, I got stories about that. Maybe we should talk about that.
We'll talk about it for sure. Dude, that's so funny. Dude, I remember. So I don't get there is very rare case because it actually takes more alcohol than you would think for me to get drunk.
Yeah.
And so there have been a few occasions that I'm like, this could have ended so badly, and it did, but it didn't end as badly as it could have.
Yeah.
Man, let's rock and roll with this. Let me make sure everything's alive.
My wife left me. Just because I was that bad, man. Yeah, here's my question, Aaron. What are you doing to rest up?
There's a little bit of that, something's got to shift. I've got a tradition on this podcast. I open it up for my guest to ask me any question, uncut, unfiltered. What's your question for me?
And she's like, I don't want my daughter at the eclipse around those type of kids.
Oh my God.
And my response was like, excuse me?
What is up, everybody? My name's Aaron Hass. I am excited about this episode. One of my brothers is on this episode. This man is insanely funny. He has a heart for kids. He's got stories galore. He is just an incredible human being. This guy right here, you're gonna love him. I love him a ton. And he goes by the name Jason Little. What is up, my man?
Actually, you can refer to me as J Daddy or J Money.
Yeah, Daddy or J Money.
Yeah, one of the doctors I work with, he calls me J Money. I don't know why. That's what he calls me. So now it's kind of sticks. So
he just was like J Money.
He's like J Money. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because his last name's Dorado, so I call him Dr. OG. So
that's actually great.
Yeah.
That's great.
That's a sidetrack, but yeah.
No, that's a great sidetrack. Do you enjoy the doctor? Is there something
man? Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
No. Some people would enjoy it.
So yeah, man, I started in the medical field last February, and I do love it because I look at it kind of a different perspective. I could be out working in a factory. No judgment there. If anybody's working in a factory.
No, he
Like,
said, I actually, before this, he was like, I hate everybody that works in
yeah, no,
factories.
yeah. Damn them to hell. No, just kidding. No,
Yeah.
I like it. I would say I'm passionate about it too because in essence it's just like ministry, bro. We're there to help people,
Come on.
and every person that walks through the door has a different story. Come on, that's just church.
Yeah.
Every person that walks through, they all have a story to tell.
Yeah.
They've all got struggles,
Yep.
and we should be there to help them. And that's
right.
one thing. Like, I don't get paid great. I will say that for the record. I won't say who I work for. Rhymes with Meekin, starts with a B. Edit that, please. No, no. Where were we? Oh yeah. Money wise. Again, man, just waking up and knowing that we are making a difference, and it really has opened my eyes up because, like, pre-working there, man, I did not like going to the doctor. But working with the doctors I've worked with, man, they care about their patients, man. Like, we have one doctor that'll walk there when he gets done seeing them, he'll actually walk them out back to the checkout area and just continue to talk to them. But yeah, they're definitely there to help. And then the Dr. OG, I really appreciate him because as a new person coming in, he didn't treat me like an idiot, like he was actually like, there were a lot of moments, he still does it today. Like, he's there, he wants you to succeed and be at your best there.
Come on.
And so he'll teach you, he won't scold you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoy it, man.
Dude, that's
again, the pay sucks, but
which is insane because most people in the medical field, pays are great.
That's like what I struggled with is like, so I started off as an intern, and so you want the whole story about this?
Yeah, let's hear.
So I was a pastor at a church in Niles, and I stepped down, my choice. Just things didn't work out. Yeah. And for the longest time, I blamed the congregation and was angry about things, but in all fairness, it really was me, and a lot of things that I was dealing with or didn't deal with, and so. But I stepped down and I was like, okay, where do I go from now? I know how to work with animals. I know how to work with people because that's my other background is animals. I was worked in animal control at animal shelter, and I put all kinds of resumes out. Never heard from anybody, but then Beacon called me for an interview. And so I interviewed, and I accepted the position as an intern, meaning what the intern means is they'll pay for they have their so Beacon, to do what I'm doing, I'm a medical assistant, they have their own schooling on site.
Oh, cool.
So so they take, if you were to go to college to do what I'm doing, it's a 2-year program. Beacon takes that 2-year program, bro, and condenses it down to 8 months.
Dang.
Yeah, man. So like, I mean, it was scary and just stressful at times. But during that time, so let's see, I started in February. So I was there for 3 months before I started the actual schooling part. And then I ended up graduating in December. So during that time, I got paid $15 an hour as an intern. I shouldn't complain about that though, because I mean, again, if I was going to college, you're talking money, lots of money,
right? And
they took care of that. Now the kicker is I had to sign a 2-year contract with them.
Okay.
And if I break that contract, then I have to pay them back. So,
wow.
Yeah, that's in a nutshell. What I was going to tell you was, like, you talk about money, like that. I will say, like, during that internship, I kept thinking, man, I'm getting paid $15 an hour, and Joe Schmo down the road at Chick-fil-A is getting paid 17 something an hour. All they had to learn was to say, "My pleasure." I wish it was that easy in the medical field.
Yeah, for real. For real. I wouldn't want to work at Chick-fil-A though either.
No,
I definitely wouldn't, because I just feel like it would be so boring, but also you're doing the same thing, so fast.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, I wouldn't want to like flip chicken, but maybe be the person that's out there interacting with people.
I could do that.
I could see you doing that, man. Like, I could see you like entertaining. Do you do balloon animals, man? I could see you doing that for kids.
Doing balloon animals?
Yeah, something.
Maybe I'll start picking that up. I've been looking at like doing another like side job.
Yeah.
because I do flip cars here. I do this. Obviously, I produce other people's content, but I'm like, if I could get one job that would just be like, I go off to people and
Yeah.
work with people, I would do that.
Yeah.
Maybe balloon animals is my thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that.
I don't know, man.
Maybe I'll try it.
Dude, you're a dreamer. Make it happen.
I'm a what?
You're a dreamer. Make
Come
it
on,
happen.
bro.
You know?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, everybody needs a balloon artist.
Everybody, dude, I hate going on Facebook trying to find my balloon artists and they're never there. They're never there.
You know, I see you dressed as a clown.
Yeah. Dude, what if I found a balloon artist and hired him just to come to my house throughout the day? Just to, like, make balloons for me. That's what I want to do now.
Bro, that would be something.
That'd be great. It'd be great.
I don't want to even share with people what's going through my head right now, the images. Back to the clown face. You know what's funny about clowns? Clowns scare the hell out of me.
Really?
Yeah, man.
So you worked at a
yeah. I know where you're going with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, yeah.
You worked at a scare park.
Yes.
And I
It's
feel
ironic.
I feel like clowns are a really big push at a scare park. How does that
Yeah. So I didn't work in the area with the clowns. No. I really didn't.
Do they ask you that? Were they like
No. So there's not really a lot of people dressed as clowns there.
Okay.
They have one guy that's out in the Midway. He's a professional. He's there every night.
Okay.
What do they call those? Midway scare actor, whatever. They're entertainer.
Okay.
And then there might be one or two out in the Field of Screams, but I didn't work the Field of Screams. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll tell you why clowns scare me, man.
All right, let's hear it.
Dude, well, there's a few reasons. First of all, like they walk around with a fake smile on their face all day.
That is
You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like it's just, I don't know. I've seen some creepy ones with that fake smile.
yeah.
And then also like I remember when I was a little kid, I don't know if you ever heard of the show Living Color. Never heard of it?
I don't think so.
There
What
was
is it about?
It was just like I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of skits and stuff. The Wayne brothers were on there, and I think one of them was dressed. They called him Homie the Clown.
That's nice.
Homie the Clown, don't mess around. He walked
Nice.
around with a sock full of rocks and hit people with them.
That honestly, aspiring.
So no, yeah. But anyway, if I remember right, when I was young, there was some guy mimicked that in Benton Harbor. He's going around taking kids and stuff, and so like, you know. And then when I was young, I was introduced on accident. My mom and dad were watching the movie It, our TV show It. And
TV show. It was a TV show.
Well, yeah, it wasn't a movie. I think it was like a series, like two series.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It wasn't like an actual movie. It was like on TV as a series.
Okay.
When I say series, it's like a 2-hour-long series, 2-hour long and 2 hour, total 4 hours, something like that. But I remember I went to the bathroom or something, walked out and they're watching that, and it was at the wrong time, man. So like, scared me. Yeah.
I always thought that the original one was so just poorly done. Like I've always thought it's a terribly.
See,
made
man,
movie.
I disagree. We can agree to disagree.
Okay.
I think the original was better than the new one.
Think so?
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, it wasn't all blood and gore and bad language and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then I also think you got to think like all the CGI that's out today.
Mhm.
They didn't have a lot of that back then.
That is true.
I was just watching. I'm a Star Wars person,
Okay.
and just thinking about like the CGI back in the 70s compared to where it's at now. I think that in the original movies, the graphics were better. That's
Really?
just my opinion. Yeah.
That's insane. That's a bold take.
It is bold. I don't know.
That's a bold take. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I don't even think I've ever finished a Star Wars movie before.
Oh man.
I just can't. They're so boring to me.
Yeah.
They're boring.
I can see that. Like, but you know what? There are you can get a lot of sermon illustrations out of those movies, though.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
So you were in ministry,
Yes, sir.
for how many years?
I'm still in ministry,
That is true.
just not vocational.
Not vocational
Yeah.
ministry.
Just
That's a
thought I'd
word.
say that. Yeah.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
So you were in vocational ministry for how many years as a pastor? You were a pastor.
Oh, okay. So, well, as a pastor, I was at the Church of Niles for a year, I think a year and a half. And then we were down at a small church in Indiana, Gwenville, Indiana, out in the middle of nowhere. Like,
Okay.
it's crazy small. Was there for 3.5 years, but then when COVID hit, man, I hit rock bottom.
It's great.
And so,
Yeah.
and then before that, Youth and children was a big thing. Yeah, I
Okay.
was a youth minister at Pleasant View Church of Christ in Cassopolis for almost 9 years.
Okay.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Wow. So you were in ministry. You were in vocational ministry for a while, pastoral ministry for a
Yes, sir.
while. You did you love it?
Yeah, I mean, I think you know every minister has their struggles, man.
Hmm.
But yeah, with youth and children, man, I absolutely love that. Like
Mm.
I felt like for me, like I could be a kid with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no, I just connecting with them and um, the discipleship part of everything. Like that's my I would say that's my heart,
Hmm.
my passion. When I was in student ministry, I spent more time with my students outside our four walls than I did in at the church.
Yeah.
Because man, that's really where you're gonna make a difference. Like that's where you really connect. You can do all you want at church, and I'm not saying anything bad about church because you should go to church. But what's really important is what you do outside those four walls that makes a difference.
Mm.
So just being able to spend that one-on-one time with, or even just like a couple of them at a time, meeting together, going out to eat, or going, was it go karting, or all kinds of
Right.
different stuff, and then helping them, developing them to become leaders. Like with the last group I was with, every youth minister you graduate groups out,
Right.
and the last one I graduated out, like it was really cool because um, we initiated the student leader program,
Yeah.
and man, by a couple years, like they were the ones really leading youth group,
Hmm.
you know, um, and just watching God just really just mold them and becoming who they're supposed to be. It's a beautiful thing. Even like with just ministry in general, man.
Hmm.
I think there's definitely a difference. I would say difference between being a pastor and a youth minister.
Right.
Because you're doing different things.
Absolutely.
Um, for me, being a pastor was a little more stressful.
Hmm.
And I think the reason is because I didn't know how to handle things. If that,
Mm.
and uh, and I was a loner, I guess you would say. You know, um, I don't know why I was always scared to ask for help and all that stuff. So I think it
Right.
affected a lot of things,
Mm.
especially at the previous church, man. Like again, I look back at that, it's like I had so much animosity, and looking back after going to certain places, certain events, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
He said.
Yeah, yeah. Every guy should go. Just saying.
Yeah.
I just realized, man, it wasn't the congregation. I remember I would meet with a minister, a friend of mine, like every other week, and I remember just talking with him, and it was just almost like I was just there complaining the entire time,
Mm.
and it's like I look back and why, here's a man that's been in ministry for a long time,
Right.
instead of complaining, it should have been like, okay, man, how do I handle this? Like,
Yeah.
what can I do to change this or make it better? Or,
Yeah.
you know, what am I doing wrong? But again, I just put myself on an island all by myself,
Mm.
and especially this last ministry, and that affected a lot of things, so
What was that transition out like?
the transition out of ministry, it was rough for a while,
Yeah.
just because at that time I thought that's what my identity was,
Hmm.
being a minister, or I don't know why I did that, but just you know yeah, just being a minister, whether it be pastor or youth minister, and um just felt like, man, you know who the heck am I now?
Yeah.
you know my wife, I went, depression, anxiety, it was worse than normal.
Right.
um it was a hard time, and then transitioning into the new role that I do love,
Yeah.
um it's looking at the financial end of things when we're the husband and the father, and it's like, man, you just part of me felt like worthless because
Mm.
I mean, our man, we're living we're not even living paycheck to paycheck, brother. It's like I don't even know how to explain it.
Behind
So,
paycheck.
yeah,
to
behind.
behind.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
You know, we're robbing Peter twice to pay Paul. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so like there was man. I mean it was bad. Like just even though I had this fulfilling job, man,
Mm-hmm.
it just I felt worthless.
Mm.
And like I wasn't providing for my family. Like I remember like talking to my wife how I felt, and you know she's always been a my number one supporter,
Mm-hmm.
and she'd always just be encouraging me, and but I just couldn't see past it. Every time I looked in the mirror, I just because I knew like even before knowing like admitting that some things, a lot of the issues at the other church was me.
Right.
Okay, I still knew like man, I still felt like a failure.
Right.
You know, and going into this next season of life, non-ministry, if you will, and the low-paying job, man, I just felt low, like a failure.
At Beacon.
Yeah,
Or at.
and it wasn't about Beacon, the job itself. It was the pay,
Mm.
and then like what the heck? Because I'll throw a number out. I've taken like a $15,000 pay cut.
Wow.
So
$15,000.
$15,000. That just kind of
That'll put a toll on a body.
yeah.
'Cause
Well,
you're used to having $15,000 more dollars.
yeah,
in
and
years.
so that's where I'm like, like last year, and I forgot to mention. So during that internship, I was working at Beacon 40 hours a week. I was also working part time at the Niles Y, probably up to 30 hours a week.
Jeez
So,
Louise.
bro, I was like a zombie. So, like, you want to talk about downward spiral, emotionally, physically, it was bad, But even then, like, I felt like a failure, man. Because I mean, we got our lecture got shut off one time. You want to talk about being humbled?
That'll humble you. Yep.
Man, like but it made it even worse for me. Like,
Yeah.
man, I got a 17-year-old, an 11-year-old. I've got a wife.
Yeah.
Our lecture just got a shot. I'm 44 years old, man.
Right.
And so like, it's just felt worthless.
Mm.
But the job money, that doesn't make that's not our identity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that was it. Gosh, man, I would spend nights just crying.
Yeah.
And getting up in the morning, just again, I love the job, but just it was that inner voice telling me that I wasn't good enough. I'm not providing for my family, but really, man, I was busting my ass off to provide for my family.
Right.
But I still just felt worthless. So
does that come up today still?
Not as much.
Yeah.
Not as much, man. It's it's been a lot different since coming back from certain events.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know if we're allowed to promote or not, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we're not allowed to share the experiences what we did there, but talk about it. Talk about because we went through a thing called Unveil and Rebirth, or The Return.
Yeah.
And it's really like, it's a transformational experience.
Hands down.
And I believe we both walked away transformed, and it's beautiful to watch it.
Man, every day, Aaron, I wake up. So we're going all over the place. But my wife made me a wall. I don't know if you saw it.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So my mask is up there.
Come on.
And
you got mine in my office.
Yeah. And then there's another thing. She wrote it and painted it on a thing about being a husband. And then the one off to the far side literally says, "I'm a badass."
Come on.
And I posted this on our chat thing. Like, it's the first thing I see in the morning and the last thing I see at night.
Come on, bro.
But you talked about how I feel that way now. No, because I'm not gonna say unveil, because with unveil I was there.
Yeah.
But I don't think I was there.
I walked away from unveil worse.
Yeah.
Like I was more scared.
I was there. I did learn stuff, but it was Rebirth that really just hit, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I can say this, man. I walked away a complete different person. I'm not gonna say a complete different person. What I'm gonna say, this is what I tell people. I walked away. This is the real me.
Mm,
You
bro,
know, this is
come
the real
on.
me. You hear people say that God is a God of second chances,
Yeah.
and part of me gets irritated when I hear that because I feel like when we said he's a God of second chances, there's truth to it,
Yeah.
but I also feel like we limit him and what he's able to do in our lives.
Mm,
Because what happens if I f up again?
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
don't get, you know what I mean?
After the return, I was effing up.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah,
like coming home and I was still screwing up. But it came back to like, no. Now I know how to I know where I'm supposed to be.
yeah,
I know how to get back
yeah,
there.
yeah,
So it's like God is still seeing me and loving me.
yeah. Well,
2,
see,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
so
10, you name it.
so this is what I would say because I feel like someone needs to hear this today.
Come on.
God isn't a God of yes, he's a God of second chances, but my God that loves me and you and everyone else, he's a God of third chances and fourth chances and fifth
Yep.
chances and sixth chances. You know, when we fall, and guess what? We're gonna fall.
Right.
We're gonna stumble. We're
Yep.
gonna f up.
Yep.
Right? When we do, because he loves us so much,
Mm-hmm.
he reaches down and picks us back up and say, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
come on, let's do this again." You know what it reminds me of? Like when you were a kid, learn how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
You know, when your parents pushed you off without the training wheels. You know, when you fell, because I know you did. I don't know about you, because you're like superhuman or something. You know what I mean?
I don't
You
know
had like
about that.
angel wings or something. You know? No, but if you fell, they didn't just leave you there, right, to pick yourself back up. And I think that's where we start digging holes for ourselves. Is we try to get out. We try to pick ourselves back up,
Right.
and we can't do it alone.
Yeah.
We can't do it alone, right? But I mean, I just picture God. I'm on the bike, I fall, and He's like, "Come on, get back up. Let's try this again." If my knees are scuffed, He'll rub them off like Mom would do. Does that make sense?
Oh,
That's the picture I have. Like,
Yeah.
and I feel like someone needs to hear that, man. You're gonna mess up, but God doesn't stop loving you.
No,
He's there for you.
he is, man.
And I'm able to say too, man, like just this whole experience, man, was having a conversation with PM on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll tell you, like, when we started coming to Relevant, dude, I'd sit in the back, just kind of, every now and then my head would move, right?
Yeah.
My wife would be up front worshiping and stuff. I just, wouldn't go up there. And, man, that's all changed. Like,
Come on.
just, I go there, I show up. Like, my body's not just there. Like, I'm all in.
Come on.
Are there distractions sometimes? Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm there. Like, and like, I want to worship. I want to put my hands up. Like, there's a lot of times now, man, like I just get those, I call them the Holy Spirit goosebumps. You know? You ever had like a good poop before and you get those goosebumps? That was bad. Edit that one. Edit that one.
No, it's staying in. I was like, what the?
No, like for real, like just like the goosebumps, just like I think just I don't know. I don't want to say like the Spirit was absent in my life for a long time. But then again, the Bible does say that we can quench it. Yeah. And I think maybe I did. I quenched it for so long.
Wow.
And now like it's there and like, bro, like, man, I every time I talk to people about, my testimony or just everything, just these past 2 months, man, like I get goosebumps.
Come on.
Just sharing like what God's been doing, how He's been moving in my life, my family's life, my kids' life. And I just think, man, that's the Spirit, alive. It's alive again. I don't know. I don't want to say alive, but like, I feel it.
Yeah, you can feel alive again.
Oh man, bro, that's what I tell people. Like, people ask, like, how you doing? I'm like, man, I'm alive. And some people, it throws people off because they're not used to it. Bro, I went back to work at Beacon, right? Let's see, after Rebirth.
Yeah. Which people don't like. People listening might be like, what tangent are they on right now? the reality is there is so much power in this conversation.
There
You
is.
just have to be willing to stand up and grab it.
Oh yeah.
And so, man, if you ever have the opportunity to go to Unveil or The Return, definitely do it. And also, if you don't, like, maybe you just literally have some reason why you're not able to be here, which I still think you should do it. But like, take this conversation and every single bit of information you get from it, put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Now, it might seem vague, which that's the case, but still put it in your pocket.
Yeah, because I don't think we're going to talk about this today, but things triggered. You know, we learn about triggers, but certain things like, I don't know. I'm just saying like this. I'm not. It's not an event, you
Mhm.
know. But I am so thankful for it.
Right.
You remember, man, when I pulled up, we sat down at the first night. You remember, like I thought I was gonna throw up. You remember that?
At
I was
The
shaking.
Return or
Yeah, return.
Yeah.
I was shaking. You know, just because like, because I think you have the devil over here and the spirit over here.
Yeah.
And man, it was just like, you know, God knew that something powerful was going to happen. And
Yeah.
the devil didn't want it. Because, I'm not going to say he's had me for so long, but like, he's had me in a funk.
Yeah.
I don't even know if we can blame him for it. It's our choice, but
You're right. I mean, we walked into it.
But yeah, but I'm alive.
Come on, bro.
I went back to work that Monday.
Yeah.
He's smiling and like just laughing. And I remember one lady asked me, "Man, there's something different about you. It's like you're glowing."
Come on, bro.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I can't stress how much it impacted my life and just being grateful for it. And
absolutely,
my brothers.
Come on. And when I walked into it for the first time, I was like, this is how selfish my mind is. I'm like, this is another way that I'm gonna be able to grow, like I'm gonna be a bigger leader.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have bigger opportunities. Like if I show up, I'm gonna do like this is just this. All this is doing is opening doors for me.
Yeah.
Now, I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it so that I could.
Yeah.
And I remember just being like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
And I got slapped in the face a little bit, but so good still. So good.
You had asked about how I felt about myself. Like, man, I've always struggled with loving myself.
Yeah.
Just looking in the mirror and like, just I've always struggled with that. Got to thinking too, like, man, if you can't love yourself, how can you love others? I don't know if that's a saying or not.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the same. If you can't love yourself, you won't be able to love.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't feel good about yourself, it affects everything.
It does.
If my marriage, my kids, I mean, bro, like, there's things I've said and done because of my self-image, that I've hurt my wife, I've hurt my kids.
Yeah.
No more. I'm a different person, but I talk about that because you asked how I felt and stuff. We know that God has a plan for everything.
Right.
So we were living in Georgia after I told you the ministry down in Indy, close to that area. After COVID, we moved. My wife left me, just because I was that bad, man. Like, not physical abusive, but like just the verbal abuse was there, and just a lot of bad things towards the kids and her.
Yeah.
I remember the night she told me she was leaving. That was like the worst feeling in the world. That's a whole nother podcast. But anyway, when she left for a couple months, and then I moved down to Georgia with my family. We were there for a little while.
Yeah.
And then her mom got sick, and we came up here. Her mom ended up passing away, so we ended up staying up here.
Yeah.
And I got that position at the church, and for the longest, for 2 years, 3 years, Aaron, I would always tell my wife, like, why the hell did we move back up here?
Yeah.
I hate this area. It's depressing. My mom's probably not watching this. My mom lives here. My grandpa lives here, but Like it's boring, you know, all these things, you know. Couldn't figure it out. And then God has a plan for everything.
That's the truth.
He knew that I was a broken man.
Yeah.
He knew that I had become a shell of myself, if that makes sense. He knew that I was in need of healing.
Yep.
So, you know, we were at that church. I resigned. That led us to Relevant Church,
Yep.
which led to Unveil and the Return.
Yeah.
And, you know, we don't always see the picture, but at the
We
end,
don't.
man, it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, that's so impactful. For somebody that is stepping into pastoral ministry, what would you tell them?
Pastoral ministry?
They're
new?
brand new to it, and you've seen what you've seen.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is dude, you don't do it alone.
Don't do it alone.
Don't do it alone. I mean, you know, because you need to find a good community, and be part of that. I know, like, whether it be look for other ministers that you can connect with.
Yeah.
I would also say if it's a married person, well, let's go back. I would also say for a person coming into ministry fresh, if you're struggling, don't hold it in.
Mm,
Be open.
that's right.
Because it's easy for us to put on the mask like everything's okay, but deep down we're struggling.
Yeah.
Because eventually it's gonna come out. And when it comes out, it's gonna affect everything. So if you're struggling, go to your leaders.
Yeah.
And if your leaders really care about you like they say they do, you know, and if you can be open with them, they should care enough to try to support you and to, you know, help you. I don't know what that looks like. You know, go to a conference, take sabbat. I don't know, but yeah. I would also say too, be humble.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Be humble.
Oh yeah. No, I say that because, like, you know, okay, so my first pastoral position as a preacher, we were down at that small church. Like, when we got there, they were running to like the mid 20s.
Okay.
And then pre-COVID, we were high 70s, low 80s. You know, so we blew up.
Yeah.
You know, and like offering was great, and you know, a lot of things. And it's crazy. I say be humble because the entire time it was kind of like, look what I've done. Not giving God the credit.
Yeah.
And I believe, man, you know, you don't give God credit, he can take it away from you just as quick as he gave it to you, you know. Yeah. So just stay humble, you know. Stay humble, be connected. There's so many things.
You are a father to two.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, am I missing one?
Well, I mean, I don't know. You know, I would say 2.5. We miscarried, so
okay.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I got 11-year-old daughter. She's gonna kill me. She watches this. 17-year-old daughter. Her name is Nevaeh.
Man, she's
I'll say my
she's like, I hate you.
My mini me, and then Noah. He's 11. Yeah.
Oh, then he's awesome too, bro.
Yeah.
He is. You can just like. You can see in him. He's got so much that he's able to produce. Like he's gonna produce some really dope things in life.
Yeah.
And I hope he hears that. Like I hope he's just is able to like recognize, like, dude, you've got so much inside of you and you're going to do some really big things. He's so cool.
I see it in both kids.
Oh, both of them. Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's really cool too to see just how different they are from each other.
They are, bro.
Complete different.
Even from like what I've seen. And obviously like I'm not their father. So
yeah. I hope not. All right. So I laugh about that. Like I cannot deny that. There's no denial that Nevaeh is mine.
Yeah.
Noah though, like I remember him asking, like, I
Oh my
said,
god.
serious, bro. He's like,
Oh my god.
I don't look like you. Are you?
He says that.
No, seriously. I don't know where were we. I don't even know.
Wherever we're at, it's ruined now. It took like a millisecond for that to grow.
That's how it rolls. That's how we roll.
Oh my gosh, bro, that's crazy. That's so good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're a father to two.
Mm-hmm.
What have you learned most from being a father? The good, the bad, and the horrible, and the great, all the above.
The horrible. Man, you cannot take back your words. You cannot take back your words. And eh, again, I've said things to both my kids that, you know, and the crazy thing is like, I promised myself I would never be like my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, man, it's who I became, if you will. But things, I think Nevaeh got more of the blunt end of it than Noah has.
Right.
But still, she's 17, and bro, she still carries those words with her.
Wow.
You know, and again, I can't take it back, but she's so young,
Yeah.
and you know, people don't realize like how damaging our words can be.
Yeah.
Because they can ruin your self image, how you feel about yourself. I've been there, done that.
Yeah.
You know, you carry around like this anger, bitterness, and if you don't deal with that stuff like at an earlier time in your life, you're gonna carry that into your adult life.
Mm.
So that's the ugly, knowing words, things I've said and done, just how damaging it's been to my family.
Yeah.
I can't take it back, but you know, Noah, not so much verbal, but there's a little bit, but just stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because that stuff is ugly, man. I mean, you've probably been there. I've been there.
Right.
And we'll never be like, we'll never do it, but we do it.
Exactly.
You know? And so that's the ugly. Man, as far as the good, there's so many things, you know.
Yeah.
The good, something that I'm experiencing right now with Nevaeh is seeing her grow in her faith.
Yeah.
And even though we've had bad times, um, you know, we've planted that seed in her.
Mm-hmm.
But just like this summer, she worked at Michiana Christian Camp, and she came back, and just the stories we've been able to talk about her future, her wanting to work with kids and all this stuff, and just it feel that's good for, you know, having those kind of conversations as a father, you know, and her biggest, not frustration, but you know, at the camp she always hears, "Man, you're just like your dad." You know,
Right.
and I'm trying to like, yeah, I don't want to live in anybody's shadow. You don't want to live in anybody's shadow,
Right.
but I try to like encourage us, like, you know, it's not necessarily such a bad thing, you know, because there's a lot of good qualities, you know,
Right.
that I have that have been you've inherited, if you will,
Yeah.
and seeing those in her,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because the longest time, like, and I felt crap for doing this, but you know, like in those times where you get frustrated or irritated with your kids, you're only focusing on the bad.
Mm.
I don't even know if it's quality. Is quality's the right word?
I don't know.
But the bad things, right?
Yeah.
And because that's what you're honed in on and zoomed in on, like you're missing all these other beautiful things about them.
Mm.
And it's almost like that's who you're making them to be in your own eyes, you know?
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
what I saw. And it sucks because she had all these other good qualities,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and some of those qualities are, have been from, passed down from, I don't want passed down or whatever, but inherited or whatever. But, she's, when I look at her, there's no doubt in my mind she's going to be a leader someday, somewhere.
Yeah.
She's going to make a difference somewhere. Her creativity, her passion, all that. It's all good stuff.
It's so good.
And again, people are like, you're just like your dad. And that may be true, but here's what she doesn't realize. She's like me. She's got these good things, but she can take those things and she's got her whole life ahead of her to make them her own.
Come on.
And I'm
just
really,
now blossoming.
Yeah, just now blossoming. And so like, man, it is, that's the good. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, well, I'm on a tangent about her just because, we've had some really good conversations recently.
It's
awesome. Talking about her future. I know like my wife and I, we would really, really love to plant a youth center.
Yeah.
It'd be bigger than the youth center, but something for like the youth, young adults, families here in Niles. Just because there's nothing for kids around here.
Yeah.
My first ministry I was ever involved with was a Christian teen center. I lived there, worked there, man. And like the ministry we did, dude, we reached so many kids and youth. It was amazing. And then back then, that's when like goth was big. I don't know if it is anymore. But like, we reached, okay, look, we reached anyone. This was from a country bumpkin, I would say.
Country bumpkin.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Dude, I'm from the South. I don't even call people bumpkins.
Is that a saying? I don't know.
It probably is.
Heard it. I don't know.
If it isn't,
all right,
I say let's make it one.
I don't know. It's just like a variety, The thing is when they walked through our doors, they felt at home.
Come on, that's the way it should be.
Yeah, and so the impact that how God used us, man, it was so cool.
That is.
There's nothing like that around here anymore. But we would love to like plant with one in the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Get one going in this area, and then get it going. Have it all fully funded.
Yeah.
And then once it's fully funded and it's being, whoever's running it,
right,
then we're gonna go to target Cass County. Just really would like to, all over the place.
Dude, how awesome would it be if we had this in every single state?
Dude, I'm telling you, like, that's the thing with the teens, going back to the teen center, man, like, again, like, man, we had gangbangers.
Yeah.
I mean, we had everything. And like, it's not like we're like this extravagant place, man. Like when we first started, bro, we were doing concerts and we were using like coffee cans and putting lights in them, like that's what it was, but but when we got bigger, we had a better place. But like we did concerts like KJ52.
Yeah.
We had anything from like Christian rap to, Scooby-Doo, that death metal, if that's what you call it. And like, man, we got so much crap for it, man, because.
Why do you think so?
Well, let me tell you, because let me give you a scenario. When I was interning at a church in Buchanan, that was my home church.
Yeah.
I was staying with a family, which I love, great people, right? But they had a son and a daughter, and their daughter was a student leader for the youth group, right? And I remember talking to the mom one night, and she's like, I don't want my daughter at the Eclipse around those type of kids.
Oh, my God. And
my response was like, excuse me? I said, your daughter is a student leader. Don't you think that those kids need a Anna in their life?
Yeah. Maybe she needs those kids in her life.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. That's the rap that the teen center got.
Yeah,
those kids.
That's so
bro.
Insane.
Who would Jesus be with?
I'm with those kids.
Well, yeah, me too. Well, I don't know. I'm kind of old now, so I'm with the geriatric kids. I don't know, but I don't know. We're kind of going all over the place. That's always frustrated me in the church mindset.
Yeah,
those people, those kids. Even when I was a youth minister at Pleasant View. We had the van ministry.
Yeah.
And like cool. We had 2 vans. We picked kids up on Wednesday nights. And the kids were always referred to as those kids, the van kids. They're never here on Sunday. I can care less if that probably sounds bad. I want to see them in church on Sunday, but man, if they're only here on Wednesday nights,
Praise God.
that's better than nothing.
Yeah.
You know, we're planting the
We
seeds.
should be fighting for them to be here on
And
Wednesday
man,
nights. Fighting for them to be here on Sundays too. Like
Yeah.
this might be uncomfortable for you, but guess what? Do you think Jesus was always comfortable?
No. Who did he eat with, man? Who did he eat with?
But he was eating with the tax collectors. He was
man,
eating with
and it pissed the Pharisees off.
exactly, man.
You know, but anyway, I don't know where we got. I was just, you know, that's, I don't know. That's always like bothered me. Street kids. I don't know. Like, it's just, I don't know how we got on that. We went down this rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Talking about Nevaeh. So we were talking in the car 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
We were on our way. She was getting ready to go do the steel shoot challenge. We were just talking about the future and stuff. She's been told, you know, she has a future with the camp and all that stuff. And I'm just like, hey, what would you think about running a teen center? She's like, I'd love it. I was like, you know, and just being able to. So I told her, here's the plans. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but still, just be able to see her face light up.
Yep.
You know, it's a beautiful thing, man.
Bro, just make it happen.
Yeah, we're going to.
I'm excited.
I told you, you're gonna be there too.
I'm in, bro.
Yeah. We're gonna have a recording studio in there for you. That's the whole plan. I wanna. So here's the plan. Ready? Go big or go home.
Speak it out to the world.
Or go home. Right. Here's the plan. We want a big enough building, right, to where
we want a huge building. Bro.
Yeah. No. Like okay. So yeah. So for a while, we've been kind of looking at the Rite Aid building, but it's not big enough. All right. We need something bigger. So this is what we want to do. We want to have a place, with a kind of an open floor plan. In the when you walk in, there'll be like game, you know, systems, you know, any kind of stuff like that. But I also want to have a gym in there as well. Now I'm not talking about like a, you know, huge gym, but just something where like right now I can't afford a gym membership. I'm working out with rocks and paint cans, you know. Yeah. But like, you know, there's more people like that out there, like that would like to work out and go to the gym, but they can't afford it. Well, hey, here's our place. Come in. If you want to make a donation, come on in. You know, our doors are open.
Yeah.
You know, something for, you know, have a stage in there for like worship and concerts. You know, a food pantry, not for the community, but for us. No, for like, you know, for to feed the students and the kids that come in. I mean, I know my wife, you know, she would even want to do like a milk and cookie hour for kids.
Come on, bro.
You know, after school program for families. Like, you know, do you know what the price is right now for like families to take their kids to a daycare?
I'm scared.
It is ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
So like, if we had an option, like, hey, you know, your kids can come here for a while. Just there's a lot we're just dreaming up. So
dude, keep dreaming.
Go big or go home, man. You know, and like we've never really, my wife and I have never really sat down and dreamt about things before until now.
Until recently.
So,
bro, put it to pass. Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Dude, we could run so much out of it. We could turn this into something that I would even say like generates its own wealth, but also generates it to where it's able to go back into people. So like, you could literally have it where you have a storefront in there where people are able, like the outside public can come in and buy things, which is now saying, all right, hey, this is how we keep this thing alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Pay our people this way. Yeah. Now it's turning into careers for these kids that might not have ever even wanted to go to college, you know?
Yeah.
But want to pour back into the community. So that's awesome.
So that'd be another thing too, like, you know, even like down the road, like guys that get out of jail.
Yeah.
There's nothing for them. A lot of places won't hire them because they have, you know. So I don't know. Anyway.
Oh, you're preaching to my choir right now.
Yeah. Anyway, that was all about my daughter. You know, just
getting out of jail.
No. No, she goes to jail. She gonna stay there for a while.
She gonna stay there?
No, I love you. I will go sell my plasma and other things to get you out, sweetheart.
Dude, all right, dude. So I get the financial things, like all that. That's me. So one day I was like, I'm gonna go sell my plasma. Like, you can make some money doing that. It's like, cool. I went to this place. I don't even remember the name of it. But I go in there and I'm like, they're like, your first time? Yeah, my first time. And like, I actually needed the money. That's what's so funny about this. And so I go in there, they're like, all right, fill this stuff out, watch this video. I watched this whole video on like AIDS and like just being careful, all that, like sanitary stuff. And I'm sitting there like, this isn't great. This is not what I want to hear right now before I'm gonna have a needle stuck in my arm, hear about AIDS. That's not really it's not my forte. I don't know about you, but I don't want AIDS, you know?
Yeah, no,
It's
it's still a thing too, man.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, then right as I finished the video, I saw somebody walk out of the room. Blood is gushing out of their arm.
Mm.
And so what I did was I packed my shit up and I walked out. I
would.
didn't tell nobody.
Mm,
I
I
just stood up and
Mm.
walked out.
Well, what's going through my mind is someone that works in the medical field. If someone's walking out with blood dripping down their arm, whoever the phlebotomist should be fired
Really?
because they didn't do their job right. That's just
Mm,
my opinion.
okay.
I mean, come on, seriously. Like, it's kind of all right. So I remember in college I was a really poor college student,
Yeah.
and so like it was like spring break or something, and like the cafeteria was closed.
Okay.
So my buddy was like, "All right, I'll tell you what, I'll take you and there's another buddy, three of us. We'll go out and go to the Chinese buffet,
Nice.
but you got to eat as much as you can, bro." We ate so much. You see such stories. This is a story. We get out the door, the three of us. And all of a sudden, my buddy's like, "Bro, I don't feel so." And I'm like, "Dude, don't do it. Don't do it." And he's like, "Bleh." And then I'm like, "Bleh." And we're doing this like not far from the entrance, like out in the grass.
Uh-huh.
What's going through your mind? You're getting ready to walk to that restaurant.
They were not happy.
I
with
was like, I wouldn't go in there, man. These things are
Especially-
throwing. I don't know. Seriously though, like I share that because, man, if I'm out in the open area and I see this person's arm all gouged up and bleeding,
Yep.
they should have taken care of it.
They should have.
Bandage it up,
I was like not having it. It scared the mess out of me, bro.
Mhm.
I just stood up, walked out. I said, I would rather
Though
not have this money.
most plasma places are very thorough and clean.
I believe it because they also,
They have to be.
it's also nerve wracking because they have so many people come in there
Mm-hmm.
and they prey on people that
Mhm.
can't afford life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
Yeah, I know. I've thought about it a few times, just haven't got to that point though.
yeah.
I hate needles.
I don't like people touching. I would rather my blood be my blood.
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I see it.
You'd asked about the kids and good and bad and ugly. I said a lot about Nevaeh. With Noah, man, the good. You know what I've experienced with him. No matter how stupid I've been, hurtful I've been, dude has always loved me.
Mhm.
And always referred to me as his best buddy. And I just, that's amazing. We got our own little handshake.
Come on.
And then watching him like sports.
Yeah.
He did wrestling last year, did pretty good. He's playing football. As of right now, he's going to be the starting offensive tackle.
Come on. Which is insane.
I know he's like 75 pounds soaking wet, but let me tell you what. Again, like he puts in the work, man. I've gone to a couple practices. Like last week, they were doing run sprints,
Mhm.
back and forth, and coach said, "All right, this is how we're gonna do it. Every time we come back, coach is gonna pick 3 people, and you get to be out." And the first round, Noah was picked first.
Because he's
And then-
the fastest?
Yeah, no, it's because he was busting his ass off.
Mm.
Did I say fast? People that are working hard. Sorry.
No,
That's
you
what it
still
meant,
working
yeah.
hard. You were still working hard.
And then just watching him, like he's just pushing himself and not giving up. It's like, man, yeah,
That's the way to do it, bro.
yeah,
I love that. People that have that mindset of I'm not giving up,
yeah,
it's so powerful, bro.
yeah.
Because the reality of life is we have all of these things surrounding us that are telling us giving up is the right answer.
Oh man, been there, done that.
Yes.
Like that's another thing I found out about myself.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I've given up on a lot of things, but never have given up on my marriage.
Come on.
So
Said not giving up on my marriage.
yeah.
I've got a tradition on this podcast.
Uh-oh.
I open it up for my guest to ask me any question, uncut, unfiltered. What's your question for me?
How is Aaron really doing?
Great. This is a great question. So I actually got asked this.
Being or doing, yeah.
Yeah. I got asked this on the last one, but I'll answer it again. And I'll kind of answer it maybe differently. So the episode that's releasing tomorrow, is I just mentioned like, man, I'm tired. Like I right now I'm fighting to stay afloat.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like the passion that I have for things is like, yes, I'm still keeping this thing going, but the dreaming part is harder because to keep something running that's feels like it might be breaking down,
Mm-hmm.
you've got to be like, all right, well, let me patch that up. Let me patch that up.
Ugh.
And you can't dream about, oh man, I want to change the body of this vehicle. You know,
Right.
that's my
Well, can I
analogy.
ask you a quick question?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like you got too many coals in the fire?
Coals in the fire?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, isn't that a say? I don't know. Did I just make that up?
I think you made it up,
Did I?
but you might not have. But I feel like you did.
I think it's coal. Is it coal in the fire, or I don't know? Like,
Does it not burn enough if you got too many coals in the
you
fire?
got too much going on? Maybe.
That's a possibility, man. It's really true. I'm actually I'm gonna try and go back to my roots a little bit. So like, you gotta, yeah, I'm gonna go back to my roots in some ways. So I'm gonna pick up another something to do to bring in some money. But I'm obviously bringing in money doing this as well. But there's a part of me that's like, I'm trying to pay off all my debt that I've got. All right, so I built up some debt, some dumb debt that I would slap myself in the face for if I was looking at myself.
Yeah.
But it was like I have a problem. All right, so we'll go here. I have a problem with I love watching people's faces be lit up. I love making people happy. So I actually will do that at my own demise. So I found myself giving money away that I didn't even have.
Yeah.
I am the world is would beat the shit out of me for this. But I'm $6,000 in debt because I gave away stuff I didn't have.
Mm-hmm.
And then what do you have to do whenever rent comes around? Oh, I gave away so much money. I gave away more money than I had in my bank account. Now I got to take out a loan to pay rent. Bro, loans? Bro, oh my God, that interest rate on that is insane.
I am 36,000 in debt.
Right.
Student loans.
Student loans will do it to you too, bro.
Man, that's another thing I would tell like even people going into ministry.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, and be wise about it.
Yeah.
You know, I've 3 colleges.
Yeah.
So anyway,
but it'll do it to you. So there's a part of me it's like I want to nip that in the bud at all costs.
Mm-hmm.
And so thinking through that and doing all that I'm doing, like boom, 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 there's a little bit of that like something's got to shift, and we're working through a lot of that right now. But yeah,
so
that's
if you don't mind me asking,
knock
because
yourself out.
we've known each other for quite some time now. You are a very passionate person,
right?
Energetic, creative, dreamer, all that,
Yeah.
a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
You ever feel like you're moving at 1,000 miles per hour though? Like, here's my question, Aaron. What are you doing to rest up?
Yeah. My problem is my rest is sporadic.
Mm-hmm.
It's bad because we pushed back later today because last night I was up until like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I wake up this morning, I started knocking a couple things out, made some food, did a few small things, and then I'm like, dude, I'm exhausted because obviously I didn't sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So now I sleep through the part of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
I know, I thought you were a ghost to me, man.
oh no, sorry. No. I just my days aren't days for me anymore. Mm-hmm. So resting is really, my rest is so poorly created right now. Yeah. So really it's probably a structured thing. It is a structured thing.
Yeah.
I enjoy working through the night and I enjoy working through the day. What happens then? Your time's gone. Yeah. And then you're 24 hours in of work.
And you're about to have a heart attack because you're drunk. You're drinking about 3 or 4 energy drinks a day, mixed with 99% banana.
Dude, I will say I have. Well, all right. Now I like our conversations because they're all over the place.
Yeah.
Some people listening might be like, "This is what the hell is happening," but like I even um like I really don't drink a ton, but I have actually stopped uh like going out to eat recently because I'm like, let me nip that in the bud. That's one,
Right.
and we
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're doing it too now, right?
So Saturday, well, Friday night is when I read that,
Uh-huh.
and yeah, I told my wife. It's funny because I told her about it Saturday. I think when I was
Yeah.
when I was at the ER.
Uh-huh.
She's like, "Yeah, but you had a diet Pepsi yesterday." I said, "Yeah, but that was before I read his thing."
Come
And
on, come
also,
on.
yeah, no, yeah, no,
So we're in it, bro.
yeah,
October 8th is our date. For me, partially it's a symbolic.
hmm
So, yes, I could survive if I went out to eat because I don't food for me in general is already more expensive because I'm allergic to so much. So like I've got to buy like more natural foods and that
hmm
shit's
hmm
expensive. I go to Chipotle, spend $9. I'm gonna spend $9 at the grocery store
hmm
for the food. So um anyway, uh like not going out to eat is a symbolic move for me to say I'm nipping something in the bud.
hmm
So there's good in that. I don't know if that's restful, but it is. I'm making steps, bro,
Yeah,
and I've got to.
you're creating.
Yeah, I'm creating it, man.
That's creating and committing. That's a good thing.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What's your I am?
I am a valuable, resilient, powerful man.
Come on.
Yes, sir.
Come on,
Yes,
bro.
sir.
This man and I have been through so much together. Like I love this man so much. Dude, I simply am like everybody that we went through that experience together with.
Yeah.
I just am
It
thankful for.
is a beautiful thing. Like
Mhm.
just yeah, like the one thing that sucks is we have two other brothers, but they're in Grand Rapids and we don't get to see them.
Yeah.
Like we see each other every Sunday and if not more.
Right.
But yeah, it's a beautiful thing just to see how God moved in our lives that week.
Yeah.
And truly, truly I'm grateful for all the men that were there that were there. Can't go into a lot of details, but man, yeah. It is I know for me, we're going all over the place again, but
That's good.
I've always been hungry for like a brotherhood like we have.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great to open up the Bible together and stuff, but man, like just being able to be vulnerable, you know,
Yeah.
with guys.
These guys know my shit.
Oh man.
They know my shit. Like I'm talking like you think about the bad things you've done.
Oh
I'm
no.
talking we're putting the details
Oh
into it.
man. Yeah, and it's crazy because like they do know.
Yeah.
And I will tell you they do care.
Yeah.
They don't want to see you in that position. They want to see you become the man that God has called you to be.
Right.
And so yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Again, I don't know how much we're supposed to share, but any guys out there listening, if you ever get a chance to do Unveil or The Return, I just highly recommend you go into it because, man, if you really let the Holy Spirit work, man, you're just gonna come out just here. I'll say, me walking away, I felt like this whole weight was off my shoulders.
Same.
Like it just like even like it's crazy. Like that night I saw my son and he was rubbing my shoulders. He's like, "Dad, man, you're not tense."
Why?
So like it's a great thing. Like
So good.
I love it.
That's so good. You got any closing thoughts for the people?
Hmm?
You got any closing thoughts for the people?
Yeah. If any of you are wanting to lose weight,
We have to talk about this
we haven't
before we
talked
go.
about
Before we
that,
talk
yeah.
about before we. All right, I'm gonna ask this question.
Yeah.
So you've been on this health journey.
Yeah.
This right here is inspiring, and I literally throughout the entire conversation I was like, oh, I'm gonna bring that up next.
Yeah.
And then I just kept we kept talking about other things.
Man.
So you're on this health journey,
Mm-hmm.
bro. Let's hear the success and let's hear the struggles of it.
Oh man. So the success. Well, let's back up here. back in May, I started growing a beard, and I ran into Pastor Muta. He's like, "What are you growing a beard for?" I was like, "Well, because I want to lose weight, and I want to lose this amount by a certain time, and when I reach that goal, I'm gonna shave my face." And then he's like, "Oh, I got a guy I can hook you up with, because PM's got hookups for everything.
Everything.
I mean, everything." So he hooked me up with his brother named Noah, and I was a little like, I don't know. But our first conversation was like, we hit off. Like, he was sharing his story, and the thing that I appreciate about my health coach so much is like, he's not some guy like that went to college and got. And I'm not judging. If you're a trainer and stuff, kudos to you. But you get personal trainers that are like just you know look like Macho Man or Hulk Hogan. They're just like, yeah, P5 from what little beanstalk did you come from?
Yeah.
But no, he lived it. Like, he's lost like 115 pounds, and he's gone on that journey, and he's gonna. And so I respect that, and it's been great. So I started the program, I think May 24th. I was at my heaviest weight ever, 384 pounds. I couldn't even put my own socks on. It was embarrassing. My kid,
Wow.
my Wyatt Carey, my son, had to help me do that. Right. I had to make changes. So fast forward to where I'm at now. So what's that? 3 months. So I weighed in Friday at 343.7 pounds. And I was talking to my buddy about this last week, and he's like, "Well, bro, you've done this before. You've always yo-yoed. What's the difference now?" I said, "I'll tell you, the big thing is my mentality. My mental health. Like, just changing my mindset. It's not listening to the inner voice, like, because, or even just a scenario like, it's not, I'm going to try to lose this weight. I get up every day and say, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm making that decision,
Yeah.
and nothing's going to get in the way.
Wow.
Even a urinary tract infection,
Yeah.
urinating blood.
That's not fun.
It's not fun, but it's still like, it's not going to get in my way. Struggles. I mean, this time around, like, I haven't had a lot of like struggles, just
Right.
because like I'm really feeling it, man. Maybe eating sometimes, because I have to, certain amount of protein, all this stuff. Struggle. Here it is. I got the biggest struggle for you. Here it is. Working at Beacon every day, the pharmaceutical reps brings us food, and when I see food, it's not like McDonald's. I mean, it's like we're getting Chipotle, Chick-fil-A,
Yeah.
I mean, Chinese and stuff. So like, that's honestly where I put on a lot of weight
Right.
the past years, eating up, because you're getting big plates of food and just shoving it down. That's probably the biggest struggle, is not eating that food.
Yeah.
I mean, I can eat it, but just gotta, portion control. That's probably the biggest struggle. But now, typically, I take my own stuff, like protein drink, my Greek yogurt, whatever, chicken, whatever.
Yeah.
On the days that I forget, that's where it hits. Like, do I eat this? Do I eat their food or what? Struggles. I think it's a good struggle, but like, some of my clothes, like, I just look like I can swim in them now, but I can't afford to buy new clothes right
Dude,
now.
yeah, that's a good problem.
Yeah. And then not having the gym membership.
Yeah.
Like, it's working. I'm doing the whole Rocky thing, in my garage.
Yeah.
Grabbing whatever I can. But like, when you start losing a lot of weight, if you've been really big, you get that loose skin.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to notice that.
Yeah.
Remind me to share something with you after the podcast. No, but I share, like, it's, again, coming back to changes, like, through rebirth and stuff, man. It's the whole mental thing is just way better.
Dude, that's
Like,
incredible.
I get up, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Because, and I'm not just doing this for me, I mean, it's a big thing. I want to be, the whole idea is, I want to be able to wrestle in a tournament with my son next year.
Yeah.
But I'm doing it for me, but I also, like, my daughter's 17, she's going to get married someday. I'm going to walk her down the aisle.
Right.
My son, just, being able to, run around with him, practice, do things with him, and even just like even for my, I want to be around for my family for a long time.
So good.
So and even like, um, church ministry, all that stuff. Like
Absolutely.
not taking care of yourself, man. Like you set yourself up for a lot of things. And trust me because I see it every day.
Yeah.
There's one I was just one of my so my health coach, he wanted me to send a testimony, like a story, and I sent him a video. I was at work and I was like, and I don't want to take this wrong. It's like, you know, we see patients every day. We had a guy come in one day. He was in a what do you call it, a wheelchair, both legs gone. I mean, severely, like, I think he's like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
Diabetic, all that stuff. And it's like, man, if I didn't make this change, that could have been me a few years from now.
Right.
Because that's the road I was going. Because you going back to a previous conversation, how I was feeling about depression. Depression does a lot of stuff to you. And so my big thing was
overeat, undereat, go all over
eating,
the place. Yep.
So like that's the road out. That's the reality I was looking at. Like if I didn't make these changes, then man, I might as well just go start making a payment on a casket now because that's the reality.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy, his name's Noah Turner.
He's trying to get him on the podcast.
His program's called Big Fella Program. Yeah. And if any of y'all listen right now that are looking into wanting to make changes with your health, this guy is the guy to get connected with. He's a life changer, man. Great dude.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, so closing thoughts for the people. Let's hear it.
Closing thoughts?
Yeah, you got any?
I don't have anything that comes off the top of my mind.
That's all right. I just didn't know if you had another bar that came to your head. I know we talked about it a minute ago. So
yeah, when we get done with this, probably. Yeah. I'll go back to like, again, sharing the earlier about God being a God of second chances.
Come on.
Yeah. Don't buy into that. Yeah, he's a God of second chances, but he's not going to give up to you.
He's a God.
I always look at him like this, bro. I remember doing a sermon one time. I had an Etch-a-Sketch. You remember those things?
Oh yeah. So
like, when we with sin in our life and stuff, if we repent, like true repentance, like, I wrote something in the Etch-a-Sketch and like, when we repent, that's what God does. It's gone,
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're struggling right now and not feeling worthy or good enough and that God doesn't love you because you're stuck in sin or whatnot, it's not true.
Yeah.
He's still there for you. God never leaves you. We're the ones that create the distance, not him. So he's there. He loves you.
So
he will always love you. Unconditional.
I love that, man. I love that. Man, this is my friend J Money.
J Money. Money, money, money.
Dude, he's awesome, bro. He's so funny. Like this guy right here, I have loved just doing life with him recently. This guy right here he's impactful. He loves kids so well. He loves people so well. And I was like, after the return, I was excited to bring you on. It was just a matter of time.
Yeah, man.
And this conversation has been so chill, so relaxed, so fun. It's just been so free flowing. And I don't know if anybody's going to understand the conversation except us.
We did.
But we did, and I'm okay with it.
Our brothers probably do.
Our brothers are going to understand it, and like that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Like this episode could be just for our knit community, and I'm cool with that.
It's cool, man.
And so, bro, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being an inspiring personality, and thank you for being somebody that's willing to say, like, yeah, I know I'm somebody that needs more than just 2 chances.
Yeah.
Most people, once they get to that second chance, they hide.
Yeah.
And you
stepped out.
I did
for the longest time.
Exactly. And
I did for the longest time, man. Like, you get to the point where, like, you just start believing, man, there's no way. And it's not even us. It's that inner voice, because that's what Satan wants to do. He wants to believe those lies.
Yeah.
Man, we start believing those lies, man, we're done for.
Right.
I don't want to say done for because there's redemption, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean. You go down, you're just down. And it's just, I never want to be at that spot again.
Right.
Because, again, coming out of it and being free, being alive, all that, stepping into my I am, man,
Yeah.
it has changed my marriage. Like the love I have for my family is the strongest it's ever been.
Come on.
Like my wife is cracking me up. She's like, I feel like we're dating again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you
bro.
know, and we're still not perfect because ain't no perfect marriage out there. But in those moments where like things start happening, I have things that I learned from the return that I'm able to do. So yeah.
That's awesome, bro. Man, this has been an awesome episode. Check us out on all the social platforms at Lovework Studios. Please hit that subscribe button. Share
Subscribe.
this. Come on. And share this with a friend. Let's actually get this to the top podcast. Let's start believing that again. Do you believe that this is a podcast that could reach everybody in this world and it's impactful? If it impacted you, it can impact someone else. So let's make this thing big time. Hey, I love you all a ton. My name's Aaron Hass. This is Jason Little. Peace out.